Right, index 31 to 38, 31 to 37, aptitude, okay, fine. 43, 47 DS. 48 to 52. Marks scored by 5 persons in 3 subjects. Marks is given? Yes, easy. Marks is given. This is not about percentage also. Should be easy one. 53, 57. Yeah, 30,000 people. Number is good. Total value is good. And also percentages. Of course they are percentages, but look at the number. 30, 20, 15, 13, 11, 6, 5. Easy to calculate. Will not take time. 58 to 61. Just have a look. 1200 players. 5 different events. 8% players are in boating, 1/3 of the total number of players participating in archery, 12%. So only one game and then combination of 2 games or combination of 3 games, like that. So this also should be easy one. 60 to 65 approximation. Cube root is there, but that is also okay, no problem. So bar chart, first option, first choice. Second choice, pie chart. Third, I will go for approximation, because data interpretation is easy, but still you need to read the data. In that you can complete 4 questions. Third, I will go for approximation. Then analysis, interpretation, 58 to 61, or you can pick data sufficiency also, either of these 2. And then aptitude questions. Number series you can fit it middle, wherever you want, but don't start with that. 31. Come on, sum of 9 consecutive even numbers of set A is 612. What is the difference between product of the largest and smallest? Difference between largest and smallest, and the square of the second even number. Second smallest number. Second smallest. Square of second smallest. Fine. Right. Sum of consecutive 9 consecutive even numbers is 612. What is average? Middle number. Yes or no? Right. You have 9 numbers. Middle number will be 5th number. That will be average. 612 by 9. How much is that? 68. 6th number, 7th number, 8th number, 9th number, largest number. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, least. Difference between 2 even numbers is 2. Right. So here we will have 2 difference, 4, 6, 8 difference. So this is 60. And difference between 5th number and 9th number is again 8. If it is 68, this becomes 76. You are asked about product of first and then last. Smallest and then largest. 60 into 76. 0. 670 times 420. 6 times 36. 420 36. 456. And then square of the second least number, that is 62 square. 62 square. Right. Now, if you can calculate 62 square using compared with 50 number, that's okay, fine. Else, if you know 60 square, you can calculate 61 square. Using that, you can calculate 62 square. 60 square is 3600. And 61 square is sum of these 2 numbers. In the sense, you need to add 121. That is 3721. If you want 62 square, you need to add these 2 numbers, which is 123. When you add 123, that becomes 3844. So this is 3844. Last digits 60, 44. 60 minus 44, 16. How many are there? Oh, you have none of these, right? Fine. 60 minus 44, 16. 45 minus 38, 7. 716. Or else you can calculate 62 square using a number which is compared with 50. 62 square. This is 12 more than 50. Every time you have to compare number with 50 only. This is 12 more than 50. Difference is 12. 12 square is 144. Write 144. 44 here and 1 carry. And you need to add 12 and carry to a fixed number 25. 12 plus 15, 25 plus 12, 37 plus 1, 38. So if you want me to give another example, let's take 58 square. This is 8 more than 50. 8 square is 64. Now 8 added to fixed number 25. 25 plus 8, 33. If you have 71 square, this is 21 more than 50. 21 square is 441. Let's write 41 here and 4 carry. Add 21 to 25, 46 plus 4, 50. These are numbers more than 50. And if you have numbers less than 50, like 42 square, 38 square, and then 29 square, something like this. Here these are all less than 50. This is 8 less than 50. 8 square is 64. Now you need to subtract 8 from the same number 25. 8 minus 8, 25 minus 8, 17. 38 square, which is 12 square. 12 less than 50. 12 square 144 and 1 carry. Now subtract 12 from 25. 13 plus 1, 14. 29 is 21 less than 50. 21 square is 441 and 4 carry. Subtract 21 from 25. 4 plus 4, 8. 841. Okay? Right. Fine. What is your answer? 716. 32 square. Sorry, 32. The ratio between the average speed of car and bus is 21:13. Also, the train moving uniformly covered a distance of 1053 kilometers in 9 hours. From this you can calculate train speed. How much is the speed of the train? 117. So train speed is 117 km per hour. The average speed of the bus is 52 km per hour, less than the average speed of the train. So bus speed will be 52 kilometers less than this. So bus speed becomes 117 minus 52, 65 km per hour. How much distance will the uniformly moving a car covers in 11 hours? So you asked about distance covered by the car in 11 hours. Speed into time. Time is 11 hours. You need to calculate car speed. You know bus speed, which is 65. From the ratio, bus speed is 13 parts. So 65 is equal to 13 parts. From this, 1 part is 5. And car speed is 21 parts. 21 5 times 105. 105 11 times. 10 times and then 1 time. 10 times of this number is 1050. To this number add 105. That will be 1155. Before that you can verify one more condition. 11 multiple, but many are there. Many are 11 multiples. If you have only one 11 multiple, like part from none of this, then you can go for it. Next 33. The smallest and the second largest angle of the triangle are in the ratio 3:7. 3 parts and then 7 parts. The largest angle is 10 more than the sum of smallest and the second smallest angle of the triangle. You can say second largest or second smallest, one and the same, right? Out of 3 angles, the middle one is second largest. You can even say this is second smallest. So largest angle is 10 more than the sum of smallest and second smallest. Second smallest or second largest. And whose ratio is 3:7. 3 parts and then 7 parts. Sum of smallest and second largest or second smallest is 10 parts. Largest angle will be 10 more than that. that is 10 parts plus 10. What is the difference between the smallest and the second largest of the triangle? Answer should be a multiple of 4. Or else, let's do it. Sum of three angles is 180 degrees. Smallest and second smallest is 10 parts. Largest is 10 parts plus 10. So that is 20 parts plus 10. The largest angle is 10 more than the sum of smallest and the second smallest angle of the triangle together. Right. 10 more. Yes. From this 20 parts is equal to 170. And you are asked about difference. Right. What is difference in terms of number of parts? 4 parts. 4 parts is equal to how much? Divided by 5. Divided by 5. Half and half. Half is 85. Half of 85 is 42 and a half. Antena? Wait. Half of 170. Divided by 5 kada? Right. Divided by 5, right. Divided by 10 into 2. Divided by 10, 17. 2 times 34. Next, Abhay's percentage is 12 years more than Sonam's percentage. Rajiv is 23 years elder than his son and 5 years older than Sonam. Right. Rajiv's son is 25 years old at present. If Rajiv's son age is 25, what about Rajiv's age? Plus 23. 48. If Rajiv's age is 43 and who is 5 years elder to Sonam, Sonam's percentage is minus 5. 48. Sonam's age is 5 years less than this, which is 43. And Abhay's percentage is 12 years more than Sonam. 12 years more than this, which is 55. Abhay's percentage is 55. And what is your question? What will be Abhay's age after 5 years? After 5 years, 60. The ratio between three angles of a quadrilateral is 563. So total 14 parts we have. The value of the fourth angle of the quadrilateral is 80. Out of 360 degrees, one angle is 80. Remaining is 280 degrees. And how many parts we have? 14 parts. So one part is 20. So can you tell me angles there? 5 parts, which is 100. 6 parts, 120. 3 parts, 60. And then an 80. These are the 4 angles. What is the difference between second largest and smallest angle? Difference 40. Next. 2 trains each 210 meters long moving in opposite direction cross each other in 12 seconds. If one is moving thrice as fast as another, what is the speed of the slower train? You are asked about speed of the slower train. If a train tries to cross another train, distance will be equal to sum of lengths of 2 trains. How much is that? 420. Right? And total distance by total time is given. It took 12 seconds. Total distance by total time in the sense average speed or relative speed you can say. If they both are moving in opposite direction, relative speed becomes S1 plus S2. One speed is thrice as fast as the other, so which is 3s, and the other one is s. Relative speed becomes 4s. And what is your question? So speed of the slower train, that is s. So 4 comes to denominator part. This is 3 multiple and this is also 3 multiple. 3, 1, wait, 4, 0, and this is 3 times. And 4 how many times? 35 times. How much is this? 11 2 by 3? No, something wrong. Four 4 times, 4 times, 4 times. 140 by 16. Cancellation with 4 again, 4. 35 times. 35 by 4, which is 8.75. You can treat 35 as 1 less than 36 divided by 4. 9 minus 0.5, 0.25, which is 8.75 meter per second. Next 37. What is the value of 35% of 4/11 of 6 times of square of 22? Right, 35%, 35 by 100 of 4/11 of 6 times of square of 22. Let's write it as 22 into 22. Square of 22, right? How many times? 2 times. Let's don't cancel this number, 100, let it be like this. 35, 2 times, 70. I'll write as 7 by 10. I think you can go for last digit. No, none of this is there. Let's keep 22 as it is. 6 4 times. 24 7 times. 24 7 times. You can treat this number as 25. 25 7 times is 175. 175 minus 7, 168. 168 into 22. 168 2 times and then 11 times. 168 2 times. 336. 336 into 11. You have none of this, so you are forced to do it. 336 10 times plus 336. 3696 by 10. 369.6. If you don't have none of this, you can go for last digit verification. Clear? Next. 43. What is the cost price of calculator? You asked about cost price of the calculator. Right. Selling price of the calculator is given. From this, can you calculate your answer? Can you get your answer? No. You need to know whether you have profit or loss. If so, how much percent? Or at least you need to give that number. So using 1 alone, you will not get the answer. Second one, the profit earned is 20%. Using 2 alone, will you get answer? No. Using 1 and 2? Yes. 120% is 780. 100% is how much? You can get your answer. Need not to calculate, but it is enough if you confirm. Next 44. What is principal amount? You asked about principal. The simple interest on amount at the rate of 12% per annum in 5 years is 15,000. Per year rate of interest is 12%. For 5 years that will be 60%. So you know 60% value, and you asked about principal, which is 100% always. Will you get answer or not? Yes. 1 alone is sufficient. Next 2. The amount, principal plus interest becomes 34,000 in 3 years on simple interest at 12% per annum. At the rate of 12% per annum in 3 years, you will get 36% interest. Amount becomes 136%. 136% is this much. Can't you calculate 100%? 2 alone is also sufficient. 2 alone is also sufficient. Either 1 alone or 2 alone. 45. What is the 2-digit number? Difference between the digits is 9. Can you get answer from only 1 alone? Yes or no? Yes. This is the only combination. This is the only 2-digit number where you can get difference as 9. Yes or no? Do you have any other combination? No. This is the only 2-digit number where the difference will be 9. 1 alone is sufficient. 2. Sum of digits is 9. Will you get answer from only 2 alone? Will you get it? No. You will have many combinations, right? 18, 27, 36, 45, 54 and so on. Like that you have more than one combination. Many are there? 2 alone is not sufficient. You will get answer using 1 alone but not 2 alone. Okay na? What are the marks obtained by Harish in English? The marks obtained by Harish in English and maths together is 145. Using that will you get answer? No. Marks obtained by Harish in English and science are 160. Will you get answer from this? No. Using 1 and 2? No. If your question is what is the difference between number of marks scored by Harish in maths and science, will you get answer? Yes. Using 1 and 2 together. Yes or no? Next, 47. What is the father's percentage? The percentage of son and the father are in the ratio 1:4 respectively. Will you get answer? No. 5 years hence the father's age will be 3 times the son's age at that time. Using 2 alone will you get answer? No. Using 2 alone? No. Using 1 and 2? Yes. Yes. Need not to calculate, you just need to confirm. When you have 2 ratios in 2 different states, present or past or present or future, whatever. If you have 2 different ratios, you can get your answer. 1 and 2 will give you answer. Next. Right, marks scored by 5 students in languages. Hindi, English, Hindi, Marathi. We have 5 students. 48. What is the difference between total number of marks obtained by B and the total marks obtained by C? You're asked about what? Difference only, right? Right. Between B and C. Who got more marks? C. You can observe that, right? In first subject, C got 10 marks more. 10 more, remember. In second subject, 10 more again. So total 20 more. And in third subject, 15 less. In 2 subjects, he got 20 more, and in third subject, he got 15 less. Difference 5. What is the respective ratio of D's mark in English to B's mark in English? Respective ratio between D in English. D English, how much is this? 40. B in English, 65. 40 by 65? Amma? Cancellation with 5? 8? And then 13. What is C's overall percentage? Approximate percentage. Approximate percentage. Now, C's percentage. And every exam is conducted for? Oh, average kada adiyindi. Fine, fine. Take 10. Average kaadu. Marks obtained by 5 students. Exam was conducted out of? Ekkadundi adi? Ekkadundi? ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి. మార్క్స్ అబ్టైన్డ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ అంటే ఇక్కడ 80 ఉందనా? ఇక్కడ రాయాలి. ఎట్లయితే ఎట్లా? చలో లెట్స్ టేక్ ఇట్. ఫైన్, నో ఇష్యూ. వెయిట్. టేక్ 5 ఫ్రమ్ హియర్. యాడ్ 5 టు దిస్ నెంబర్. 60, 60, 60 plus 10. 60, 60, 60 plus 10. 180 plus 10. 190. ఓకే, మీ ఆనందం కోసం అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 240 percentage, right? So into 100. What about 50%? 120. What about 20%? 25%? 60. So 180 itself is 75%. You have more than 180. Answer is more than 75%. How many are there? No option is there. Kabatti మీ ఊహ తప్పు. యావరేజ్ కాదమ్మా, ఇక్కడ మార్క్స్ అబ్టైన్డ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ అని ఇక్కడ ఇవ్వాలి, అది మిస్ అయింది. ఇక్కడ ఇవ్వాలి, అది మిస్ అయింది. ఓకేనా? 300 బై 3 అంటే ఎంత వస్తుంది? 63 ఉందా? పర్ఫెక్ట్. షుడ్ బి అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 100 ఐ గెస్. ఇక్కడ ఒక డేటా మిస్ అయింది మీకు. మార్క్స్ అప్టైన్డ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ అని ఇక్కడ ఇవ్వాలి, అది మిస్ అయింది ప్రింటింగ్లో, అది పోయింది. అది 100 తీసుకుంటే ఆన్సర్ 63. సినీ ఇండస్ట్రీకి బాగా కావాలంట. అర్థం కాలేదా? అది అర్థం కాలేదంటే ఇంక దాని గురించి మర్చిపోవచ్చు. స్టోరీలు రాసేవాళ్ళు బాగా కావాలంట సినీ ఇండస్ట్రీకి. విచ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫాలోయింగ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఇస్ ట్రూ? yes ఓవరాల్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఈజ్ 50. చెప్పలేం కదా. వెరీ గుడ్. yes ఓవరాల్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఈజ్ 50. యూ డోంట్ నీడ్ టు నో దిస్. యూ నీడ్ టు నో దిస్. ఎస్, ఇవి పర్సంటేజెస్ కాదు కదా. ఇవి పర్సంటేజెస్ అయినట్లయితే ఇది ఎంతైనా కానీ మీకు సంబంధం లేదు. ఇక్కడ మార్క్స్ అయినా తెలియాలి కదా. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 100, కీపింగ్ ఇన్ మైండ్, ఇఫ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎగ్జామ్, దిస్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఈజ్ ఫర్ 100, 45%, 55%, 50%, ఓవరాల్ 50%. సో అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 100 అని తీసుకుందాం. ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్కి 63 అవుతుంది. 1 alone is sufficient, 1 alone is correct. Next, second one, all the students scored maximum marks in Hindi. అందరికీ హిందీలో మ్యాక్సిమం వచ్చినాయా? లేదు, మరాఠీలో ఎక్కువ వచ్చినాయి ఈయనకి. ఇది చాలు. సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్ కరెక్ట్ కాదు. నెక్స్ట్, ఈ స్కోర్డ్ ద హైయెస్ట్ టోటల్ మార్క్స్. లేదు, చూసి చెప్పేయచ్చు. సి కనపడుతున్నాడు, బారుగా ఇక్కడే ఉన్నాయి. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? నెక్స్ట్, ఫిఫ్త్ వన్, B and D had same score in Hindi. No, only one. అయినా ఒకటి మన పిచ్చి. కానీ కింద ఎందుకు సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం అసలు? కిందకి ఎందుకు చెక్ చేయాలి? 1 కరెక్ట్ కదా. కింద ఆప్షన్స్లో ఎక్కడ 1 తోటి ఇంక్లూడ్ అయ్యే ఆప్షన్ లేదు కదా. ఎందుకు పిచ్చి? మీతో కలిపి నేను కూడా అట్ట తయారైపోతున్నా. 6 నెలలు సహవాసం చేస్తే వాళ్ళు వీళ్ళు అవుతారంట. మీరు నాలాగా అవ్వట్లేదు కానీ నేను మీలాగా అవుతున్నా. సరిపోయింది. వీ హ్యావ్ వేస్టెడ్ టైమ్. నీడ్ నాట్ టు వెరిఫై ఇట్. 1 alone is sufficient. That's right answer. Next, second one, what are the approximate average marks obtained by D? Approximate average marks obtained by D. D, they said, if it is 100, if this exam is for 100 marks, 40%, 45%, 45%. Answer should be more than 40 but less than 45 but close to 45. There is only one answer which is in between 40 and 45. Yes or no? చిన్నదానికంటే పెద్దగా ఉండాలి, పెద్దదానికంటే చిన్న ఉండాలి, ఒకటే ఉంది, అదే ఆన్సర్. క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ కూడా అవసరంలా. రైట్, నెక్స్ట్ 53 to 57. The statistics of a survey on the food items, preferences on the conducted on a sample of 30,000. Fine. The people preferring fruits are approximately what percent of the people preferring vegetables? Fruits, vegetables, 30. 11 out of 30%. Approximate, right? 30% of denominator, 9. 40%, 12. It is more than 9 but less than 12 but close to 12. Answer should be more than 30%, less than 40% but close to 40%. How many options are there? Amma? 30. 37 should be right answer. What is the total number of people preferring vegetables and those preferring sprouts? Vegetables and then sprouts. Vegetables 30 and here it is 13. Total 43% of what? 30,000. right? What about 1%? 300. 43% will be 43 into 300. 43 3 times 129,000. ఈ నంబర్లు ఎక్కడో చూసినట్టున్నాయి. డేటా అనాలిసిస్లో సచిన్, సేవాగ్, ధోని ఆ నంబర్లు అవి. టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో మీ డేటా అనాలిసిస్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్లో ఫస్ట్ సెట్ సర్వే ఈజ్ కండక్టెడ్ అనే శాంపిల్ ఆఫ్ 30,000 ఫర్ క్రికెట్ ప్లేయర్స్. సేవాగ్, మీరు సచిన్ ఫ్యాన్ అనుకుంటా, ఆయనే. దిస్ ఈజ్ ధోని, రాబిన్ అండ్ దెన్ గంభీర్. హియర్ యూ హ్యావ్ సమ్వేర్ అరౌండ్ సేవాగ్ అండ్ దెన్ ధోని ఆల్సో. దిస్ ఫెలో విరాట్ లేడు, మీ పాడలేడు, ఆగండి. Come on, next. So answer 12,900. What is the respective ratio of the number of people preferring meat to those people preferring salad? Meat, ekkada? And then salad. 6:15. 2:5. Yusuf to Robin. వీడు రాబిన్, వీడు యూసఫ్. కావాలంటే చెక్ చేసుకోండి. వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ టోటల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ ప్రిఫరింగ్ మీట్ అండ్ దోస్ హూ ప్రిఫరింగ్ ఫిష్? 1%, 300. Out of the total sample population, how many people have given preference for fish? 5%, 1,500. Very easy. ఇది ఓకే కదా, మీకు గుర్తొచ్చిందా? యాక్చువల్గా ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఒరిజినల్ పేపర్, 2013 ఒరిజినల్ పేపర్ ఇది. ఒరిజినల్ పేపర్ ఇది. కమాన్, 2013లో మనం ఎగ్జామ్ రాయలేదే అని ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారా? అప్పుడు పక్కనాడి పేపర్ ఎప్పుడు మనకి ఈజీనే, పక్కనాడి పేపర్ ఎప్పుడు మనకి ఈజీగానే ఉంటుంది, మన పేపరే మనకి టఫ్గా ఉంటుంది. ఇంకొకటి, ఎగ్జామ్ హాల్లో ఉన్నంతసేపే మళ్ళీ టఫ్గా ఉండేది, బయటకు వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఎదవ ఐడియాలన్నీ వచ్చేస్తాయి మనకి. ఐమ్ రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్? అంటే ఏంలా, బయటకు వచ్చిన తర్వాత మైండ్ ఫ్రీగా ఉంటుంది, ఎగ్జామ్ హాల్లో టెన్షన్గా ఉంటుంది. తేడా అంతే. టెన్షన్ పోతే బయట వచ్చే ఆలోచనలు లోపల కూడా వస్తాయి. టెన్షన్ పోవాలి అంటే కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా ఉండాలి. కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? ప్రిపరేషన్ బాగా ఉన్నప్పుడు వస్తుంది. మరి మీరు బాగా ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారా? సగం మంది ఆన్సర్ చెప్పలా. ఇన్ ఏ స్పోర్ట్స్ ఈవెంట్ దెర్ ఆర్ 1,200 players who are participating in 5 different events: boating, archery, car racing, hockey and athletics. Okay, 8% of the total number of players are participating in boating. 8%. Next, 1/3 of the total number of players participating in archery. 1/3. 33, 1/3%. We'll do that later. Next, 12% of the total number of players participating in car racing. 12%. 2/5 of total number of players participating in hockey. 2/5 in the sense 40%. Remaining players are participating in athletics. Athletics remaining. 1/4 of the number of players participating in boating is females. Boating, 1/4 of this. 1/4 ante 2%. Female 2%. Next, ekkada? Ikkada. 20% of the number of players participating in archery, female. 20% of this. We'll do that later. 20% of this, female. I'm writing only female. Remaining goes to male. Next, archery only. There is equal number of male and female players in car racing. Car racing. So this is 6%. 20% of this, remember. Next, There are 220 male players participating in hockey. Male players 220. అర్థమైందా? ఫీమేల్ ఏమో పైన రాస్తున్నా, మేల్ ఏమో కింద రాస్తున్నా. హాకీ. నో ఫీమేల్ ఈజ్ పార్టిసిపేటింగ్ ఇన్ అథ్లెటిక్స్. అథ్లెటిక్స్లో ఎవరు లేరు అంటే వీళ్ళు మొత్తం మేల్ ఫెలోస్. అవుట్ ఆఫ్ టోటల్ 1200. లెట్ మీ రైట్ దట్. 1200. 1/3 is 400 are here. 8% of 1200. 1% is 12. 8% is 96. Out of 96, 1/4. 1/4. 1/4 is 24. 24. Don't calculate it, do it when it is required. 20% of this, 80. 12% of 1200. What about 1%? 12. 12% is 12 12s, 144. 144. And male and female are equal here, which is 72. 40% of that number. 10% 120, 20% 240, 480. Here we have 480. So female are 260. And ప్రతి దానిలో ఫీమేల్ తెలుసు కదా, అందుకని రాసేద్దాం. Now let's add everything. 400, 500, 900, 900, 124. ఈ 4 ఇక్కడ యాడ్ చేద్దాం అంటారా? సూపర్, మీరు అసలు బాగా ట్రాక్లోకి వచ్చారు. కమాన్, యాడ్ 4 here, it becomes 100, 500, 1000, 40, 80, 120, 1120, remaining 80, and 80 are male. Now let's start. What is the respective ratio between total number of players participating in athletics and number of female players in car racing? Car racing, female players, how many are there? You know that 72. Ratio between total players in athletics, 80. Female, 72. 80 is to 72. 10 is to 9. 10 is to 9. Yeah, none of this. 59. What is the difference between number of female players participating in archery and the number of female players participating in hockey? Difference between hockey and then archery female players, 80 and then 260. Difference is 180. Next, number of female players participating in boating, 24. Is what? Is what percent of number of male participating in athletics? Athletics, male 80. 24 is what percent of 80? 10% of this number is 8. 20% 16. 30% 24. 30%. Next, 61. What is the total number of male players participating in boating, car racing, archery? Boating, archery, car racing. Yes or no? Right. Male. Male kada? 96 minus 24. How much is that? 70. ఇది చేద్దామా? ఎందుకు అంత అంటే తీసేయటం వచ్చా? తీసేయటం వచ్చా? మాట్లాడరు. 2080 ఎంత? 104 పోతే ఎంత ఉంది ఇంకా? 40 అను ఇక్కడ 72 ఉంది కదా, ఆ 40 తీసేస్తే ఇంకెంత తీసేయాలి? 32. ఆ 32 తీసేయండి ఇక్కడ. ఇట్లా ఇట్లా కాదు, మొత్తం ఎంత? అదేగా ఆన్సర్. సే మై ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ వాస్ తీసేయటం వచ్చా అండ్ యూ సెడ్ ఎస్. అక్కడ కనపడుతున్నాయి కదా, తీసేయండి. ప్రతిసారి డిఫరెన్స్ తీసుకుని ఎందుకు? కనపడే తీసేస్తే వెళ్ళిపోతే అయిపోతుంది. దట్స్ ఓవర్. అమ్మాయి ఇలా తీసేయటం ఫస్ట్ టైం చూస్తున్నారా మీరు? ఇక్కడ ఇంతకుముందు చూశారు కదా. అలవాటు చేసుకుంటే తొందరగా అయిపోతాయి. 62. Right. 18%. Instead of 18.2, as we have 18 here, let's make it round figure. How much is this? 550. It taggistunam idu koddi bencham saripindi. 18% of 550. 10% of 550, 55. 20%, 110. 2%, 11. 18% is 20% minus 2, right? Yes or no? 110 minus 11, 99. And this is, Amma, 24% of 125. ఇది పెంచండి తగ్గించండి. No issue. 24% of 125 or 125% of 24. 125% is adding 25% of 24. Half of 24, 12. Again half, 6. Add 6 to 24, that is 30. Add 30 to this number, answer is close to 130. Answer is close to 130. Yeah, you can make it 400 divided by 25, 16. Add 16 to this number. This is already 19. 19 plus 16, 35. Answer should be close to 35 and you have 35. Cube roots. Ocha baga? Answer ekkadundi? Options lo undi. Yes or no? Go with it. Forget about 0. You have 3 zeros. As you have 0, cube will have 3 zeros. What is 3 cube? 27,000. Yes or no? Next. A square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b. 42 plus 17. 59.76. 59 point something. It is 60 into a minus b. 42 minus 17. 25.54 minus 0.22. That will be 0.23. Let's write it as 25. You have 0. 6 25s. ఎందుకు కంగారు ఇట్లా అంట చచ్చాడు అన్నట్టుగా. Come on, what is a minus b value? 42 minus 17, 25. 0.54 minus 0.22, that is 0.32. So here you are supposed to write 25 point something. Yes or no? Answer should be more than 1500. Matladru. Otherwise you tell me how much is that? 0.32. 0.3 in the sense 1/3, right? Yes or no? 1/3 of this number? 20. Add 20 to this for 1520. Got it?